Y'all, wake up. This is not a drill, okay? Spirit has been showing me something massive about 2026, and I need you to hear it. There is a global shift coming, y'all. It's going to look like a timeline split, and some of you are going to rise higher than you ever have before. And others of you, however, may feel like the world is literally shaking beneath your feet, okay? 2026 is a destiny year, y'all. It's a destiny year. And I'm hearing only the aligned are going to survive the transition, okay? If you're watching this, you were guided here because your soul is preparing you for something that your mind hasn't all the way caught up to yet. And that's okay, because what I'm about to reveal will change how you walk into this new year, y'all, okay? Welcome back, my spiritual collective, you guys. This is the Spiritual Connection, your hub for divine clarity, soul alignment, and all good things, okay? If you didn't know, I am the spiritual bridge, and I help seekers become finders and healers remember their gifts. If this message has found you, please trust that it has found you in divine timing. You are right where you're meant to be. So thank you for following your gut, your intuition, and being here with me today, you guys. Everything that you need about the 2026, the new year, y'all, 2026 personal prediction readings, 2026 revelation readings, all of it. You want to know about your astrology for 2026. I have offerings for all the insight you could want to need to, or want or need to walk into 2026 prepared, you guys. It's linked in the description box in the pinned comment section down below. While you're down in my comment section, of course, say hey to me, drop me a little bridge emoji so I know that you're tapped in, and leave me some good energy on my like button, my thumbs up button, and hit that hype button on YouTube for me. I really appreciate it. It's helping the channel grow, you guys, and that is the mission right now. That's the new mission, to grow the spiritual collective. All right, so join, my love. Okay, but here's your quick 2026 astro overview. I'm not gonna go all into the details unless y'all want me to come back and do that in another video where I spill all the tea about what's really going on and how it's going to affect you. But I'm just going to give you a quick overview here for the sake of time, okay? The big things about the year of 2026, Jupiter is going to enter Leo. Okay, Jupiter is going to enter Leo on my birthday next year, June 30th, 2026. So you should remember it, okay? It's going to be a great day. Jupiter brings blessings, brings visibility, brings expansion, especially creatively. So that's going to be a great transit to be looking out for next year. Saturn is going to continue in the sign of Aries, which is going to force authenticity. It's going to force accountability. Okay, so be prepared for that. Neptune's influence is going to really dissolve illusions so that truth can rise. That's going to be a big thing in 2026. Truth is going to come up to the surface. Okay, you can't keep a good thing down for long. Know that. Okay, and that's all thanks to Neptune's influence. Chiron, the little pesky minor planet Chiron, is going to activate a major, hear me well, okay, a major collective healing. We are collectively, no matter what your sign is, no matter who you are, no matter what your age, whatever, we're all collectively going to go through a major healing in 2026, okay? Expect the eclipse cycles to be the part where it shifts timelines, it shifts relationships, okay? This is a year of revealing, it's a year of restructuring, it's a year of rising for a lot of us, okay? If you want a full breakdown of the 2026 astrology, let me know, like I said, and I'll film a full video. We'll get into all the tea about what these transits really mean for us, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the cards and get some additional insight on this upcoming new year for 2026. And I know, everyone goes into a new year positive, ready to claim it as their year, y'all. But I definitely feel something different about 2026 as we're moving into 2027. If you're into human design, you know about the prophecy around 2027. And I feel like, honestly, that's what Spirit is shaping and preparing and getting us all prepared for on our own timeline collectively. So definitely, if you want to know how you fit into the fold of the collective, you want to dive deeper, you want to make sure that you come for and get all your blessings in 2026, make sure you sign up for one of my readings, my sessions, to just dive deeper into 2026 for you. But let's look at what's going on collectively. Let's get into your 2026 tarot. We're going to look at the overall guiding energy, guiding the collective in 2026, Spirit. Thank you for clear, accurate messages for the spiritual collective. What is the overall guiding energy of 2026 for the spiritual collective? The power of prayer. I love this popping out. The power of prayer, the number 40 card. And I feel like, with the power of prayer, this feels like an encompassing message saying that, your prayers have been heard. You have power behind your prayers, and your prayers, I feel like, are taking shape in the year of 2026. Okay. Then we have the angel Sandalphon here at the bottom of the deck, y'all. And this is what I was talking about. I do feel like 2026, 2025 was a chaotic year. There's been a lot of unrest. There's been a lot of upheaval, just a lot of chaos because of the mix of the energy. But this is going along perfectly with what I'm talking about, the astrology, where we're going to have a collective healing. It feels like a healing in the land. Okay. And where a lot of you have been suffering from loss or pain or betrayal, chaos, it's going to kind of turn around, where a lot of people were just worried about their own selfish gain. And, you're going to, I feel that there's going to be a massive shift in how the world works and operates, y'all. This is really, really big, because the overall energy guide in 2026 is the power of prayer. And this tells me that 2026 is not a year where you just manifest through trying to force it. Okay, it's going to be a year where you manifest through spiritual alignment. Okay, it's going to be a huge spiritual year for us, where you need to surrender and be open to divine partnership. Okay. And I feel like Spirit is saying that this is the year where miracles are going to move faster for people who stop trying to control every little single thing and just sit back and trust. Like, instead of trying to control everything and move, if you're moving in faith, you're moving in intention, and you're moving in trust, miracles are going to sprout out. They're going to move 10 times quicker than you anticipate. Okay. Because I feel like also that's what Spirit is really trying to teach the collective, that even though, yes, I feel like Spirit is trying to show us that we don't have as much control, where we do have control, and we should use that control for the benefit, when we're in alignment, for the benefit of the collective. Spirit is also showing us where we need to relinquish control and understand the power and the magic behind the spirituality that's happening in the world, that's happening in the world. Okay, y'all. And I feel like this is the world, the global. Okay, with Sandalphon here at the bottom, this turquoise, your entire year is wrapped in this healing frequency. Okay, this is emotional freedom, y'all. I feel like really this is a release of resentment too. This is dissolving of, bitterness and pain and regret and guilt and just anything that was really trying to keep your blessings blocked in 2025. It feels like 2026 is going to crack open this heart space for us. A lot of you are going to be returning to faith in a brand new way, in a more aligned way. And I'm not necessarily saying religion, but you're going to be returning to connection, the kind of connection where you speak to God, you speak to your guides, you speak to your higher self, and you actually hear answers back. You know what I mean? I feel like Spirit is saying, y'all, whatever about 2026, just know, okay, that you are not walking alone. You are not doing this year alone. 2026 is going to be the most divinely guided year that you've experienced in a long time. So this would be the year to get in with your guides, okay? Because I feel like, it's giving kind of the Matrix vibe, where like this is about to be a Matrix. We're living in the Matrix, right? But your spirit guide can get you out unscathed. Your spirit guide knows the ins and out. Your spirit guide knows the cheat codes and all of this, okay? And so I do feel like and that's why spiritually or collectively there's going to be a big shift shift because I feel like spiritually there's going to be a big shift for the collective, okay? A lot of people are going to be starting their spiritual journey, returning to their spiritual journey, deepening their spiritual journey. It's just all around, I feel like, good for the collective, you guys. For many of you, prayer is going to become your superpower. I'm telling you, praying your prayers, saying them out loud, writing them down, whatever you speak, you are going to see, okay? What you release, what you let go of, you are going to replace in 2026, y'all, okay? And what you ask for, especially in prayer, you are going to align with. That is facts, okay? If you were under the sound of my voice, that is fact of what your 2026 will look like. And it's wrapped again in this healing energy. Turquoise could be a certain significance for someone. But definitely, I just feel like freedom and healing that we're moving to into 2026. Let's look at the potential challenge, or the biggest challenge for 2026 for the collective. What is the biggest challenge that the collective will face in 2026, Spirit? Because, you know, when everyone is trying to heal spiritually, you know, there's going to be the evil, or there's going to be the opposite, or there's going to be the shadow that tries to prevent that tries to prevent the collective evolution of, you know, spiritual alignment, right? Let's see. What's the biggest challenge, though, for the collective in 2026, Spirit? So, and look at that. We got the Two of Swords showing up. But it's showing up in the reverse. I had my cards switched up in the reverse, but the fact that it came out in the reverse, there is this energy of stalemate, okay? And the card said there may be no easy answer, right? Yet refusing to choose is also a choice with consequences. And I feel like, you know, in this stalemate energy, you could find yourself hesitating. And I feel like Spirit is saying this is not a year to hesitate. This is a year to really, really trust in your intuition, y'all. Because your spirit guides, they're dropping nuggets on you. They're dropping spiritual downloads on you. And Spirit is saying, don't not trust them. You know what I mean? Also, what Spirit is trying to say for some of y'all may be scared. Because I feel like, you know, this is a big thing. It's like I said, only the aligned, spiritually aligned are going to survive. And to get into alignment, you know, it might be scary. It might feel it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. But the biggest challenge in 2026 is going to be being indecisive, y'all. You're going to have to decide. The Two of Swords reverse shows that many of you will struggle, not because you don't know what to do, because you do, but because you're afraid of making the wrong move. And the challenge of 2026 is going to be that hesitation, overthinking, second guessing, and really just trying to sit at that crossroads for too long. Try to sit on the sideline and play, you know, just try to play it off into, no, this is the year where your old coping mechanisms, y'all, of I'll decide later, or I'll try to wait and see just what the universe decides. No, that's not gonna fly, y'all. It's not gonna work anymore. Spirit is saying the later is the block. Later is the block, y'all. Later is the delay. Later is what is going to keep you stuck. And you don't want to be stuck, because at the bottom of the deck, this is victory. Victory over your obstacles, you know, obstacles that tried to, you know, get in your way in 2025, but they were really aligning you for this year, okay? Because this is Chariot energy. You could have Cancer in your chart somewhere, or resonate with the Cancerian energy. But with this Chariot here, it tells me that the only thing standing between you and the success that is already aligned for you is your willingness to choose a direction and commit to that direction. That's it. So there is nothing in 2026 that you're not going to be able to overcome, y'all. There is no obstacle that isn't life, okay? The obstacle is not life. The obstacle is your pausing to life. You know what I mean? The obstacle is going to be you waiting for clarity instead of just creating the clarity, right? Spirit is saying, if you choose, just make a choice and you'll win regardless. You can't choose wrong, okay? Just make the choice. If you make a move, you're going to succeed. If you commit, you are going to experience your breakthrough. So your challenge is in hesitancy, but your lesson is going to be in keeping your momentum, all right? So make sure as we move into 2026, you're not sitting on the sidelines thinking that you don't know, okay? Let's look at the biggest breakthrough the collective can expect in 2026. I'm feeling good things for the collective. 2025 was a little interesting, a little rough. What's going to be the biggest breakthrough for the collective in 2026, Spirit? Oh, I love it. See, and I knew I felt good vibes for it. The 10 of Cups, y'all. The 10 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. There could not have been a better combination that has come out for 2026. Because I promise you, I'm claiming 2026. This is a new year that I've never experienced. But this is an energy that I felt towards a new year that I have never experienced before. I know that it is different. Spirit is showing me, in my spirit, it's showing me, and I know your spirit is letting you know. But this is the 10 of Cups coming out. This is the breakthrough. This is the harmony. This is the rainbow after the storm, y'all. Okay? I know 2025 has felt rough. Some of you may have even experienced, you may have just not felt any type of harmony in your home, around your family, friends, whatever. You may have felt like you didn't have the emotional support. You may have felt like you didn't have the love that you desired, the whatever. I know that 2025, you may have even felt like you didn't have the money. It was chaotic with money, y'all. But this is a major breakthrough. This is what Spirit has been showing me about 2026, y'all. Okay. The 10 of Cups shows that this breakthrough isn't just about something material either. It's really going to be about your internal peace, you feeling emotionally stable, like having the supportive relationships, and just really a sense of belonging. It's like, I found my place, I belong. And many of you, I feel like, have been craving that, just feeling like you belong, or feeling like you're not a freaking alien. With the collective on this side of the world, right? But in 2026, y'all, the thing that finally clicks for us is going to be that you aren't going to have to struggle to receive love and support, okay? You do not have to fight for it. You do not have to fight your way into emotional safety. Harmony is going to come and find you, y'all. Soul aligned connections are going to find you. Peace is going to find you. You just have to be open to it. Because the 10 of Cups is emotional abundance returning after a long period of disconnect or discomfort or disappointment. And I feel like, the people under the sound of my voice listening to this reading, you resonate. You feel that. It's been a long period. It may have been even longer than 2025 itself, right? Where things were just chaotic. Life just felt chaotic, unpredictable. You may have even just felt empty over these past few years. But this breakthrough, y'all, is really going to restore your sense of home and belonging. And not just physically, but spiritually and emotionally. I do feel like some of you are going to find a new physical home in 2026 too, though. But with luxury here at the bottom of the deck, this is a 9 of Pentacles, y'all. I feel like Spirit is showing you that your emotional breakthrough is also going to unlock, like the emotional breakthrough is going to unlock the riches. It's going to unlock the material. It's going to make the material easy, okay? When your heart settles, your money is going to start flowing. It's going to turn on like a faucet, all right? When your inner world stabilizes and you feel good and you got the people around you that you love and everyone's supportive, and that's when you are going to stop constantly bracing for the next struggle, and you're going to be open to building. You're going to be able to build. You're going to see the possibility of building something bigger than what you're in right now, y'all. But the biggest breakthrough that I feel like is coming for the collective in 2026 is a peace that will surpass understanding, okay? Your breakthrough is in the stability that you're going to feel. Your breakthrough is in finally living a life that I feel like feels good to you, feels good to your soul, okay? It don't just look good on paper, but it feels good too. It feels good for you, all right? So this is a big deal, y'all, and I'm telling you, yeah, you're moving into 2026 is a more comfortable year when it comes to your finances, when it comes to beauty. Some of you may even be thinking about changing up your beauty routine when it comes to 2026, or just changing up your style physically, but I just feel like definitely that's confirmation of your security just heightening in the year 2026. I claim that. If you claim that for 2026 being a more harmonious and stable year, claim that down in the comment section, okay? But we're going to take a little gander, a little look over at what's going on in love and relationships in the year of 2026. We'll just look at the overall energy that's guiding love and relationships for the collective in 2026. Thank you, Spirit, for clear, accurate messages. What's the energy guiding the collective's love and relationships in 2026? What's the energy guiding the collective's love and relationship life in 2026? Ooh. All right. Ooh, so I love that. We got wedding rings that showed up as the underlying energy. So some of you could definitely be taking commitment to a whole nother level in 2026. And it all comes after the sword and the rose, which is clarity, which is truth, which is insight. Okay. And this wedding ring showing up at the bottom, y'all, definitely is just confirmation. Some of you, I feel like, are definitely moving into relationships, connections. A lot of you, it will be love and romantic relationships. It may not resonate for everyone where it's going to be a love romantic relationship, but you are going to experience love in a beautiful way in 2026. Okay, you are going to be in connections, whether this is a child that's coming into your life, a friend. It's a soul connection, someone that when your soul was created, their soul was created, spirit knew they needed to connect. Okay, that's happening in 2026 for the collective, y'all. And that's why I just feel like it's going to be a softer time, while there's going to be a lot more healing that's going to happen in 2026. Because yeah, the energy of love and relationships is really going to be clarity, truth, and revelation. The sword and the rose is really this is like another breakthrough happening for you. So breakthroughs all throughout 2026, especially in your love life, because this cuts through the BS, y'all. It cuts through the illusions. It cuts through the mixed signals. It cuts through the situationships. It cuts through all of that, okay? And this is going to be the year where you see people's intentions very clearly. You're not going to be able to not see them. It's going to be no more guessing. No more waiting for somebody to figure it out or like, no, okay? 2026 is bringing the truth. The truth that you've been praying for, you're getting it. It's going to bring honesty. It's going to bring alignment. And for many of you, I feel like this is going to be the year where you stop romanticizing the potential and you start honoring what's really showing up in front of you, the reality. And you're going to start choosing partners who show up for you and who speak clearly and who match your energy and who match your vibe. And they're just as intentional as you. Okay. They're just as loving as you. Especially, yeah, like I said, with wedding rings at the bottom, y'all, this truth, whatever this truth that comes out in your love and relationship life, it could just be a truth about yourself. Okay. Some of you may not be in a connection right now, but you may get some clarity or revelation about yourself, some type of pattern that you had in love and relationships, and that's what's going to lead you to this union. Okay, this year I feel like is extremely aligned for committed relationships. Like, you're gonna see a surge. You're gonna feel like everybody booed up. It's giving that kind of vibe, okay? Because this year is extremely aligned for that, for soul connections, for long-term partnerships, all of the above. And for some of you, this is going to be literally engagement or marriage energy. For those of you that are already connected as we move into 2026, I feel like, this is the energy that is definitely going to strengthen your bond. Some of you, I definitely feel like are going to be so harmonious in a connection where you could be bringing children forth. So hidden issues could come up just for things to be healed so that, it doesn't become an issue. Misunderstandings, I definitely feel like are going to be cleared. If you're living with someone, I feel like there's definitely going to be harmony that's restored in the house. So you and your person, I feel like, are going to step into a deeper transparency and just a more secure love, y'all. This is really, really good. And if you're single, this year is going to remove the people who are blocking your real person, okay? So just let it happen how it needs to happen. I feel like, this is someone honest, someone intentional, someone loyal, someone who is spiritually aligned with you, spiritually yoked with you, that's going to come into your life. And they come with clarity, okay? They ain't coming with the BS. They're not coming with the confusion. They ain't got no games and all of that. No, it's going to be real clear, okay? 2026, I feel like, is a year where love becomes truth, okay? Love becomes commitment. Love becomes something that you can really, really trust in again, okay? Where you may have felt like you gave up hope or lost trust in love. That's going to be restored this year. And I'm really, really excited for the collective because I feel like the world definitely needs a little more love, a little bit more harmony instead of the chaos, instead of the disharmony, right? So, yeah, this is beautiful, y'all. But let's look at what's going on with money and career in 2026. Let's look at the overall energy guiding the collective's money and career for this new year, 2026, Spirit? Oh, what's the energy guiding? Okay, that's definitely confirmation, because I saw the steady income. There was a frame and like the boundaries. That's definitely confirmation of what I'm talking about, as far as a lot of you all, your level up that's happening and feeling more stable with your material wealth and blessing. Like, it's not just about the healing, it is going to be about the material. Money is coming in. It's raining money here. The coins are showing up. It feels like, this is going to be a wealthy year. For a lot of you, I feel like, are going to set a foundation where you are going to be able to build wealth that sustains in 2026, far beyond 2026. Because look, you got a lucky break. And I feel like 2026 is the lucky break for the collective. This is going to be a year where you move into good fortune. And it's all because of the power of your prayer. Your prayers that you were praying in 2020 and 2020 and 19, even 1990, wherever that prayer is, you may have thought that it was not, that it wasn't heard, that it had no power behind it, but Spirit, there was a divine time for that prayer to be revealed or be answered. And so that's what I feel that this is. And you see how the gold is showing up, the coins, definitely. 2026 is definitely going to be a year for some of you that you step into investing. And I feel like that's what I said. That's definitely going to be a lot of you. A lot of you are going to change your money trajectory, your money story, because you invested in something, and there's going to be solid ground to what this investment is, and it's going to grow on top of that. That's how a lot of you are going to build your wealth in 2026. I'm seeing a lot of millionaires. I'm not even going to hold you, and I know that probably sounds crazy, especially with how we feel the world is now, but I feel like that's the big shift. It's like we have to heal emotionally, but that's going to be the shift. And once that happens, our money is up, y'all. Okay. Or it's raining down, as I should say. Money, it's raining money. That's what it's giving. But this energy is incredibly strong, you guys. And I feel like coins, this is one of the more straightforward cards that you can get, because literally it's just letting you know money is coming in. Wealth is increasing. Smart investments are going to pay off. Financial doors are going to open that were previously closed to you. And I feel like, this is steady income. This is new revenue streams coming in. This is raises. This is upgrades. Like, we're going to be living a more comfortable life in 2026. You're going to have a healthier relationship with your money overall in general, okay? And I feel like coins is really the confirmation that 2026 is a financially abundant year for those of you who stay consistent and you make your aligned moves and you trust the insight that you get, okay? This is not just about the random luck either. It's about income that's going to reflect your effort, your skills, your you being prepared, okay? Everything that you've been building for years, that's what this is leading up to. But the real kicker, y'all, because we do have this Clover energy, this is a lucky break. That's this unexpected opportunity that shows up. Probably Jupiter and Leo is going to bring it for some of you. You get rewarded for the work that you've already been putting in, and you get blessed for the faith that you've held through, that you persevered, that you kept going, even when it didn't look like it was going to do anything for you, but it paid off. I feel like some of you are going to take a calculated risk this year that's going to pay off way bigger than you anticipate. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know. Some of you pray on whatever this risk is. Get your insight and your answer. And I'm telling you, do not hesitate. Remember, do not hesitate. Do not hesitate on what this insight is, because I feel like whatever this is, y'all, it's really going to change. It's really going to blow your mind, change your world. Okay. Really, I feel like, some of you are going to fall into the right room. You might run into the right conversation or the right opportunity at the right time. It's just like other people, I feel like other people are going to see a financial turnaround, or what a financial turnaround looks like. Spirit is going to use you as an example. And people are going to be like, where did that come from? Yeah. This is a wealthy year, y'all. Claim it. This is a wealthy year, a fortunate year, a year where your career and your finances are going to expand faster than you ever freaking thought possible, y'all. I promise you, it is going to be, it definitely feels like this prayer, there's breakthrough. I'm telling you, prayers that people have been praying for years, they are breaking through now. They are breaking through in 2026 and changing the scene, changing the trajectory, all right? I want to switch the deck up. I'm going to pull a card to see what guardian angel is with the collective during 2026. What angel or spirit guide is guiding the collective through 2026? What angel or spirit guide is guiding the collective through 2026, spirit? Interesting. So the angel of imagination is popping up. Imagination and inspiration. 17 and 18, the energy. And I feel like with this angel of imagination, what I really heard, y'all, some of you are imagining what the best year would look like, what 2026 would look like if it was the best year yet, and you're imagining it, and that's great for your manifestation energy and all of that. But I feel like your mind is really, really going to be blown. Your imagination is what's going to help inspire you to make something real and bring it to the real world, bring it from the spiritual realm. That's what I feel like your angels and guides are guiding you to do in 2026, y'all. But the true guide and presence walking with you throughout 2026, y'all, is this angel of imagination. And this angel is what's going to help bring you some vision, creativity, possibility, you know, and just the ability to be able to see beyond your present, right? Your present circumstances, your present situation, whatever. This tells me that your manifestations in 2026, y'all, are going to begin in the mind, all right? Long before they take form into your reality, but they have to start in your mind, because the angel of imagination is the energy that really just helps us dream bigger. And I feel like really just break ourselves out of limitations and just open our spirit to timelines that you didn't even know existed, that you didn't even think you were allowed to desire, you know. I feel like this angel shows up when you're ready to really create something new, a new, you know, identity, a new life path. This could be a new relationship with money, with love, with yourself. However, this is the angel, y'all, that I feel like whispers to you like, hey, what if it all works out? Like, what if it works? What if it's all possible? You know, what if this time it's really going to be different, you know? And with the angel of inspiration here at the bottom, I feel like it really just confirms that your ideas are going to be divinely guided this year. Like, this is a time, this is a year to lock in spiritually, okay? The thoughts that light you up, y'all, the random downloads that you're getting, the creative nudges that you get, they're not random. They are not coincidence. They are assignments, okay? They are divine assignments. They are instructions for you. They are answers to prayers that you have not even spoken out loud yet, okay? And this angel of inspiration, I feel like, is really going to ensure that you don't just dream about it, you know, imagine it and dream about it and just, you know, yeah, it feels good to have the dream and you need that. That's good for manifestation, right? But you don't just imagine, you create it. You know what I mean? You don't just wish for it. You are going to follow that spark that's going to lead you to that breakthrough to get it. That's what this is, y'all. And together, these angels, your guides, I feel like, you know, these angels are going to guide your creativity. They're going to help guide your purpose, your next chapter, y'all, and the new version of you that's going to emerge in 2026. Because 2026 is very much an inspired year, y'all. It's about your imagination. It is divinely orchestrated for sure. And I feel like you're going to feel your guides closer than you ever have before. Like, it's a highly spiritual year in 2026, y'all. And like I said, you know, if this energy is resonating for you, this reading is resonating for you, and you want to dive deeper, you know, just imagine what can be revealed in your own personal 2026 reading. So if you want to go into 2026 prepared, you know, not blind, but aligned, okay, make sure you check out that link, you guys, and book your 2026 year ahead reading, because y'all, 2026 is a turning point, just point blank period. It's a turning point. It's a reset. And I feel like, again, Spirit has been showing me that 2026 is going to be a year that activates a higher timeline, but only if you are aligned with that higher timeline, okay? A lot of people, you're going to see that people are going to get left behind because they're not aligned. And it is my mission to make sure everyone connected with me is aligned, because we're going to have the best 2026. Like, start believing it, okay? If this message resonated for you, you guys, I'm going to post readings for 2026 for all 12 zodiac signs, make sure you watch your sun, moon, and rising sign. Probably too your Venus if you want to know about your love. Also money too, because Venus deals with money. So your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, y'all. If you don't know what that is or how to figure that out, talk to me in the comments. I'll try to get you situated and squared away. But when I post the readings for the signs, you guys definitely go check those out. Your those 12 zodiac sign readings are going to be dropping right after that, right after this one this week. So if you and then again, if you want your own personal 2026 map, you want your dates that you need to be looking out for, your blessings that you need to be looking out for, your challenges that you need to be prepared for, your breakthroughs that you need to be anticipating. All of that, y'all, is on the link for the 2026 readings in the description box and in the pinned comment, okay? I want you to claim your clarity while you can, okay? Because it is limited. So get in where you fit in, you guys. Claim your 2026 down into the comments. This is a more stable year, a more harmonious year, y'all. You ain't hesitating in 2026. You're going for it, because 2026 is really the lucky break that you've been praying for. The one that you've been praying for and just pleading with, and like, yes, Spirits, like I heard you, it's divine time. It's all about to break loose here, okay? I really, really hope that this resonates with you. You guys come back throughout the year 2026 if you need some reassurance, some more confirmation, whatever. Talk to me down in the comments, you guys. But I'm going to leave it here, okay? In the meantime, in between time, until next time, love you.